Hi, Cancer. Welcome. So, Cancer, this is going to be a reading. I'm going to start with the spiritual general messages, and then I'm going to go into the you versus them love reading. I'm time stamping this March because that's when I'm recording it, but my readings are timeless. So I just trust that whenever you find this, that's when it's for you. And let's go ahead and get into it. You have the first card out is Venus, which is all about love, friendship. It talks about beauty, harmony, romance, being in a more softer space with yourself as well, being more loving and playful in general, but also, yes, it talks about self-love. It's a very magnetic, very attractive energy. So you yourself may be very magnetic during this time frame, or I don't know, just doing your thing. You know what I mean? Shining like the star that you are, Cancer. So let's get into it and see what else we have coming in. I'm going to pull some Osho Zen cards and see what else for Cancer. Ooh, we got a few. You know, it's all crazy to me because, like, there's 72 cards in this deck, and I always get, like, the same 10 cards. I honestly think there's cards in here that I've never gotten before. Isn't that weird? Anyways. You have the card of the Tower, aka the Thunderbolt in this deck, Totality, and the Master. So, this is kind of, what's the word? I was going to say the word wired energy, but that can't be right. It can be very unstable, unexpected changes. You know, this could feel like tower moments where things are happening outside of your control, or there's delays, or there's just a feeling of powerlessness here, Cancer. But I feel like there's something coming through that you don't have the big picture on, that you're going to be getting the big picture on. And then you also have the card of the Master. So this is like, you are the master of your own fate. So even when things are occurring for us that feel out of control or out of our control, know that because you always have 100% control over how you choose to see it, feel it, and think about it, you truly are much more in the driver's seat than you even realize, Cancer. So that feeling of panic or something being out of our control, that negative emotion that comes with it, is your sign that that's not quite the way your higher self is seeing it. That's not quite the truth. You always have the ability to control self and to control how you want to choose to analyze, perceive, and respond to things. And so there's a big push towards choosing wisely, you know, the perspective that you hold and how you're choosing to see whatever this is that's coming through for you. And I want to also say, like, the Tower gets such a negative reputation, but it's not. It's also the card of enlightenment. It's also the card of things that no longer serve you, kind of leaving your life. So things that do serve you or are going to serve you in your next chapter have space, right, to come into your life. So don't take this as a negative, as I don't feel like the Tower is meant to be seen that way. I think any sort of change or transformation, whether it's in our control or not, is always for our highest good. And that's the perspective your higher self would like you to choose. So let's see what else we have coming through here for you, Cancer. All right, Cancer. Let's see what else. Knight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Hermit, and the World card. So there might be a little bit of uncertainty around what you're committed to or what you've invested your time and energy to. Some of you, this could be a job. Others of you, this could be a relationship, or both. I just feel like there's stagnation here. There's like a need to reevaluate, a need to see the bigger picture as well. This is a very spiritual energy too. It's talking about going within, you know, asking yourself, what do I believe in, particularly when it comes to my beliefs about myself, as my relationships mirror what I truly feel about myself. So for those of you who are experiencing like a lull in the relationship sector, it's always nice to do a little deep dive there to see how you really feel and where you might be standing in your own way, through your own internal dialogue, right? A lot of our problems can actually be solved through your connection to your higher self, through your internal dialogue, spiritually and emotionally, without even having to do anything or have conversations or go see, a person about it. You know what I mean? Like, I think we're trained to think that physical action is how we resolve things and how we get things done. And don't get me wrong, I mean, those things can help. I'm not saying it's inappropriate to use physical action, but what I am saying is most of our problems are all up here and can be resolved up here, with a connection to our true self, our higher self, our guides, whatever you want to call it. Lots of names for the same thing. But you get to call the shots here, Cancer, and how you want to handle it. And for a lot of you, it's more of an internal processing than it is an external physical activity, right? So let's see what else. Page of Cups, Four of Pentacles, the Empress. Yeah, now some of you are maybe in the space where you're like literally choosing to bottle something up or keep something to yourself. And that could be for healthy purposes, because maybe you do want to resolve something within yourself. Maybe you don't feel the need to explain or, talk something out or take action, and that's fine. Others of you, it's more so of like, well, I don't even know where I would begin, or I don't know, like something feels out of your control about it, so it feels useless. And this could be where like this powerless feeling is coming from. Spirit is saying when you're in a state like that, it's best to hone in on yourself and take good care of how you feel and take good care of yourself, particularly your physical well-being. And I'm hearing ADLs, which is activities of daily living, which is like bathing, dressing, like the very basics, grooming, caring about your hygiene, etc. I don't know. I might be connecting with some Cancers who just let something go by the wayside, or maybe you feel best when you look your best. I know I do. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I love to have my grunge days. That's what I call them, where I don't do anything. I barely move around or leave the bed, but I don't like every day to be like that. I definitely feel at my best, though, when I am feeling like I'm looking at my best, or when I'm taking good care of myself, when I'm doing nice things for myself. So it's like, don't forget to do nice things for yourself, to pamper yourself a little bit, and you'd be surprised what that does to your energy level as well as your self-esteem. Because I get a sense of like, being really hard on yourself, and or there's might be an energy around you that's being very hard or difficult to deal with. And first of all, don't take that personal, because in taking somebody's bad behavior personal, you disempower yourself, right? But also, it's just truly not about you, even when it's pointed at you. So let's see what else. The Sun, the Wheel, and the Four of Wands. Three of Wands, sorry. So I feel like there is a random turn of events or good fortune or good luck or something good happening to you here, right? That kind of points you in a different direction. So I feel if you're going through a space where things are feeling dull or stagnant, or you're not feeling at your best, it is temporary, right? Unless you dwell there, right? Because you have control over what you choose. But as long as you are allowing yourself to be in a space of receptivity, then I feel like there is a lot of positive energy coming in, a lot of good things coming your way. This is a great card combination. To me, this is like your lucky day type of vibe. You know what I mean? Like your ships are coming in, like opportunities, chances, you know, things that weren't opening up to you. So this is like literally the best card combination to get, Cancer. So whatever feels like it's on hold, or that you've been really having to go deep within, or maybe even felt or feels out of your control, don't sit in that energy of defeat. Don't allow yourself to be dragged into that vibe, because I honestly feel like in the big picture, there is beautiful things on the horizon, like things coming in to be very excited about. There's going to be a change in either the situation or your luck. And this is as it relates to really any area of your life, whichever area you've been specifically struggling with. But for some of you, it is also around love and friendship. So bravo. Let's see what the guidance card has to say here for my Cancers. I keep seeing a card flip and then it goes back in. Did you guys see that? Come on out of there. Let's see. There we go. Okay, card number 29. Our diversity supports our individual freedom. While your society continues to try to dictate and enforce human behavior to please the majority, because of your diversity, it continues to be an uncomfortable struggle that again and again falls of its economic weight. There's simply not enough money in the world to buck the natural current of individual freedom and independent thought. This is a reminder to you, Cancer, that regardless of your situation or your circumstances, you always have your freedom of independent thought. And since all things are created in the mind first, that means you have creative control over your entire life. Woo! Cancer. So you needed that reminder. Very interesting. So let's go into the love reading then and see what else we have coming through. Stay right there. I'll see you in just a second. Welcome back. All right, Cancer. So now I'm going to go into the you versus them love reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's get into it. So Cancer, wow, it's almost the same energy, same card as I got in your spiritual reading. So this one is called Breakthrough. It's also kind of similar to the Tower energy that I felt in your spiritual reading, but this is on the more positive end, like you're breaking through the resistance, breaking through the stress. Some of you may have felt like, you know, you were walking on eggshells, or just everything felt very heavy or very stressful to you. And there's some sort of breakthrough coming in around that. Or maybe because of that stress and pressure, you're having a breakthrough spiritually with yourself. But we'll see. This person has the card of playfulness. So they are in the space of, you know, maybe needing to be a little more playful in their energy. Sorry, I could talk. A little bit lighter in their energy. But I also can't help that the first word I thought of when I saw this was clown, or clowning around. So I don't know if like that fits this person's persona or personality or something, but I just had to mention that. So let's see what else. We're going to go into the recent past, what led up to the now, most likely outcomes, and how you see and feel about each other. For Cancer, recent past. Oh, wow. Whoa, okay. Oh my goodness. So I'm actually going to read it just like this, like a little mini book. So this is recent past. Yeah, I definitely feel something going on, you know, that's a bit shady, a bit not on the up and up here. I feel like some of you felt lied to, felt deceived, particularly in a situation where maybe you were trying to be kind or trying to be caring, and then felt taken advantage of. I feel like there is a change coming through in that situation, Cancer, during this time frame, and that's just a straight up guided message. I'm not, but that's what I feel. There's a spark of interest showing up here as well, and I feel like it's growing within you. So there is something that seems to be very intriguing or has you intrigued that is really motivating or inspiring you to some sort of change or movement here. I feel like you need to go with your intuition on this one, go with your gut, because honestly, there is there's a buildup in the energy, but it's one of support, like a supportive type of vibe. So whatever this weird shadiness is that was going on in the recent past, I feel healing around that. I feel movement away from that, and you going towards a more inspiring path for yourself. So let's see what this person's recent past is, what they've been going through. Six of Pentacles, the King of Wands, Six of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like this person has been in the space where I can hear the Maya song. It's all about me, 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 me. So maybe where it was all about them, their wants, their needs, their goals, you know, their successes, their sense of self-worth. It is a me, me, me type of vibe here, and that could be positive or that could be negative depending on your perception of it. But for this person, I feel like they were definitely putting time, attention, and energy into themselves, into their own growth, into their own successes. And I feeling quite good about that, actually. So let's go further and see how you view this person in the now energy. How does Cancer view this person? The World. Ten of Cups and the Nine of Wands. So, Cancer, your world may have very well revolved around this person, or maybe does currently. I heard the simple truth. I don't know. Hold on a second. For some of you, like, your world revolved around this person, and I'm not sure if it was reciprocated or not, but I feel like you being very protective, though, of yourself or the connection. It could also be like their world revolved around you, because it can be vice versa. It's a general reading, but in another sense, I could read this as like your world revolving around your family, your home, your children, and being very protective over that. But for some reason, that also is connected to this person. So they could be a part of your family, or you may have viewed them that way, or may view them that way. And or there's just some sort of connection to like what's most important to you and this person. You might have that in common, or let's see how they view you. Or it could be that you feel like this person's world revolves around their child or children or family. So there's lots of different ways I could interpret this. Take it as it resonates. Let's see how this person views you. Queen of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like this person knows that you've made a lot of strides forward, you know, in yourself and working on yourself and being more at ease and at peace with yourself. But I feel like there's a backtracking here where maybe temporarily this person felt like you had kind of stopped making progress or stopped caring about yourself, stopped working on yourself, which is interesting because in the spiritual reading I was getting messages about self-care and encouraging that. Because this is a general reading, it could also be like that this person stopped caring about themselves or about the connection. But I feel more so, because this is how they view you, that there's something here that they feel like you lost progress in, or you stopped doing. It's like on one hand, don't mind my dog, they see you as like a Cancer, the beautiful vibrant Cancerian that you are, you know, they see you very vibrant. And then on the other hand, this is like kind of down and out, not really working on yourself, not working towards anything energy. So yeah. So let's go deeper into the emotional space. How do they feel underneath it all? Or I'm sorry, how do you feel, Cancer, about this person emotionally underneath it all? Doc. Might have to let him out. Hold on, let me let him out. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, how do you feel about this person underneath it all? It's interesting that the Five of Pentacles came out, because of how they viewed you, there was also the Five of Pentacles. So, I mean, I feel like they're definitely picking up, you know, what you've got going on emotionally, or there's an awareness around that, Cancer. So it's interesting. I feel in your heart of hearts, you know, there is hope here. There is a sense of holding out hope about something. This is making me quite emotional. So I feel this is personal. This is emotional to you. But yeah, there's definitely a sense of loss, or being lost, or being left out, okay? The Page of Swords to me is like a very untrusting vibe, you know. Some of you have trust or abandonment issues that you know you need to heal, that you're trying to heal, and you are doing the work on yourself, but, you know, our healing journeys can take a very long time because they come and they go, you know. But I also feel like a need to really focus in on how you feel and how you're choosing to go about things, right? But I feel when it comes to the connection, you know, I don't know, I feel like you're just trying to work on yourself right now. I don't know if it's because you don't have the energy, right, to give to the connection, or maybe you can't, you know, or maybe you don't trust it. You know, like I just feel like a going inward during this time frame, really sifting out how you feel. Some of you are skeptical of like somebody's best interest for you, or this person's, I definitely heard looking out for your best interest. So let's see this person's heart space. Knight of Cups, the Empress. Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like there's the star. I feel like this person is in a more stable, I don't want to say it like that. When it comes to how they feel, they know what they want, right? Like, I feel like this person is more in the space of being more open and receptive to love. You know, this is a very kind, caring, comfortable energy, very invested energy, and hopeful. Like, this person hopes that whatever they're investing in right now, or whatever they're giving their time and their energy to, that something really great is going to come out of it, and something great is going to come out of it. So I feel a lot of hopefulness in this person's energy, a desire to be patient. They have patience showing up twice, so I feel like there is a level of like this person trying to be patient with themselves or with the situation or with the connection. Especially if you're not on the same page as this person, or you're not necessarily on board with this person, you know? Because I feel more hesitancy in your energy, or doubt, maybe. I don't know. I feel a little offness in your energy that I don't really feel in this person's heart space. So let's see most likely outcomes then. Most likely outcomes, which of course you can change because you have free will, but let's get a snapshot. Death and rebirth, the 10 of Wands, the 4 of Swords. So there is something being laid to rest or put to rest here, kind of. I don't know. I feel like you're really trying to let go or heal something that at the same time you keep carrying it around with you. You know, it's like trying to get this monkey off of your back, but it just keeps following you around. You know what I mean? It's like you're trying to heal something, or like I said, move away from something, but it's almost like the more you try to do that, the heavier it gets, or the more it feels like baggage, or like there's a breakthrough coming in though around that feeling, around that situation, Cancer. But I just feel like it seems very difficult to sort this out. It's like just when you think like, you know, things are clearing up and clearing out energetically or karmically, it just, I don't know, it doesn't change or something. What is the 10 of Wands? There's a weight here, and it's in the emotional space. Maybe there is something you need to get off of your chest, because in the spiritual reading, I felt like that there was something that you were holding on to or holding close that was personal to you, but not necessarily expressing, which is fine. If you can resolve something within yourself without the need to take action or express, great. But sometimes we can't, you know, sometimes unresolved feelings just create emotional havoc, you know, when we can't let it go, or maybe the feeling is so strong that you cannot move away from it. In that instance, I would say yes, find a way to release that, find a way to communicate that, you know, maybe then yes, take the physical action route of doing something, because I feel like there's this weight on your chest here, or something that you're wanting to do or express or say, and I think you're trying to resolve it within yourself, you know, or maybe keep it to yourself. I don't know, but I feel, you know, sometimes when we can't resolve something within ourselves, it is a call to action. But you get to make that determination. It is your life. You know, I'm just a tarot reader, but I'm not here to tell you what the best next thing to do is. But I am saying, weigh it out. And if it lingers, then maybe there's a reason. You know, maybe there is another way to go about it. Maybe there is something else you need to do about this. Let's see the person you're dealing with, most likely outcome. And, you know, I feel like there's some awareness on this person's side of what you might be feeling or going through. But at the same time, I feel a little bit of cluelessness. So I don't know if it's because this person is like hyper focused on what they got going on, or maybe they're not trying to give it attention. I don't really know. But I do notice a variance or a difference in the way you're showing up and then the way this person is showing up. So I think this person is worried that if they give, you know, something negative or your whatever, they're worried about making something worse. Let me just say that. Like, they don't want to make anything worse. I also want to say that even though, like, this person may seem unbothered or playful at times, you know, they're not always showing everything that's going on internally. I do feel like this person has a tendency to, like, dwell or worry a lot, but that's something for them to work through, not you. But they're trying to do the right thing. And to them, the right thing is to avoid, at all costs, I heard, making something worse. I don't know what that means. Like, perhaps you guys can fill in the blanks if this is resonating with you, but there is an avoidance here, okay? But again, there's a strong desire, like whatever they're avoiding, it's because they believe it is the right thing to do. They believe it's the right thing to do. Not saying you have to agree with that or that you do agree with that. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, they're choosing the action and behavior that they think is best for them. And some of you feel like, well, that's not best for me though, but it's not their job to do what's best for you. It's your job to do what's best for you. Just like this person's doing what's best for them. I know that sounds harsh, right? But this is law of attraction. I'm not here to be your grandma who always says, you know, the nice fluffy things. I'm just here to tell you that you always keep yourself at the center, your best interest at heart. I'm not saying don't consider other people, and I'm not saying not to be considerate of the people you love, but we don't get mad at somebody else for putting themselves first because you're not. Because you have a flawed idea that putting others first somehow serves you. But the thing is that's never really, really going to serve you fully. And that's controversial too, because people are like, well, if nobody helps anybody else on the planet, won't we be a bunch of selfish buggers? But when you are living your best life and you're doing things that are in your best interest, you are never more in alignment than when you're in that space, because that space feels very good. And that's when you channel the most love that you have to give, and that's when you're the most loving. So helping others comes naturally as a byproduct of helping oneself first. How can I help others if I don't have the means to even help myself. You know what I mean? Like, if I want to give a lot of money away to other people, how can I do that when I haven't attained any money for myself? You see what I'm saying? So I have to serve myself first in order to get the means, in order to be of service to others. That's all I'm saying. How this relates to your love reading, I have no idea. But never feel bad about choosing yourself or doing kind things for yourself, because nothing good can come from you when you're not full of self. And by that, I mean full of love for yourself. All right, so let's see what the guidance has to say. Guidance. Card number 33. I can find harmony by feeling for improved thoughts. If we were contemplating an action that caused negative emotion, we would not proceed with the action until we had resolved the negative emotion. We would make sure that we have come into alignment with source before proceeding. By feeling for the improved thought in time, and usually in a short time, you will feel the harmony of your source and you will know the appropriateness of your behavior. We would not look for the long list of right and wrong, but instead we would feel for the emotion of alignment with our source. Wow. Very fitting advice to end the reading with. Card number 33, if I didn't already say that, I can't remember. Zodiac signs you could be connecting with or have in your own birth chart. I've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Taurus again, Leo, Scorpio again, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Pisces, and Virgo. Those are the primary signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe, please, so that you don't miss out on any future videos. And also follow me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, guys. All of it linked below why can't I talk today? And in the About section. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best. Until next time, my friends. Namaste.